What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Overboy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the 1984 movie, The Lonely Guy. So in this movie, Larry, a greeting cards writer, goes through a period of bad luck with women, and in his despair, he writes a book titled A Guide for the Lonely Guy, which changes his life forever. So I absolutely love this movie. The story is really, really well written. It's got a really fascinating story and everything. Steve Martin is really great as Larry, who's the titular character. He is just hilarious in this role and everything. His deadpan sense of humor really fits this role really, really well. And the rest of the cast are great too, especially Judith Ivey as Larry's love interest, Iris, and Charles Grodin is Larry's friend Warren. They're both really, really great in this movie as well. They both give really, really good performances, and Steve Martin has great chemistry with both of them and everything. And the humor in here is just absolutely hilarious. There's a lot of dark humor in here and everything, and there's a lot of really funny laugh out loud moments and stuff. Especially the scene when he goes to find Warren on the bridge where all these lonely guys are jumping off the bridge and stuff. It's a reoccurring joke throughout the movie that the lonely guys tend to jump off the bridge and everything. And he goes to stop Warren from doing it and everything. And there's just so many really funny moments in that scene when he's looking for Warren. There's one part where he thinks he found him and everything, and the guy's like, "I'm not Warren," and he's like, "Okay," and he just lets the guy jump and everything. I'm like, well, that's kind of jacked up, but it's hilarious and everything. It's just dark humor, and they did a great job with it. But while it does still have its dark humor moments, there were some really hilarious moments too. And I love like the scene when he goes out on the rooftop and he's shouting for his ex-wife and everything, and then you see all the other lonely guys shouting for their exes and stuff. It's really, really funny and everything, and the stuff with buying the plants and all the typical things that lonely guys do. It's just really, really funny and everything, and kind of sadly relatable in some ways too for me. But I really enjoyed this movie. There's not much about this that I can say that I haven't really said. I just think it's a really, really good time, and it's a really, really funny movie and everything. It's one that doesn't ever get credit and stuff, and I think it's a pretty good movie. It's one of Steve Martin's best performances for me. I think he's just absolutely great in this movie, and I think that the style of humor and stuff just worked really, really good for this type of movie and everything. So all in all, I think this is an absolutely hilarious movie. One of my favorite Steve Martin movies for sure, and just one of my favorite comedy movies of the 80s, favorite Steve Martin movies. It's just a really, really good time. I highly recommend it if you haven't seen it and stuff. There's a lot of good Steve Martin movies out there and stuff, but this is one of his absolute best. So if you haven't seen it and you're a fan of Steve Martin, I highly recommend it. It's really, really funny. It is kind of a slow burner and everything. If you're not into slow burn movies, it is kind of slow and everything, but it's still really, really fun. And it kind of reminds me of The Jerk in a lot of ways, except it's not exactly like it and everything. But the way the character is and his relationship with the girl he's with and everything, it's really well done and everything. And I also love how like Ivy really wants to be with Larry, but she's scared of getting hurt, so she is constantly hurting him, but he still wants to be with her, and the ending is very heartwarming and heartfelt, and they do a really great job with that too. So there's a lot of good about this movie. So I'm going to go as far to say that I give it a 9.5 out of 10. It's a really, really great movie, and I highly recommend it if you haven't seen it. So anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of The Lonely Guy. If you've seen it, do you think it's okay? Are you like me? Do you think it's an underrated gem, or do you think it's just an okay movie? Let me know what you think, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.